presentation on WCAC and the Skyhawks Sports Network. It's time for Scott Skyhawk basketball on the Skyhawk Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Liz Underwood, your local Allstate agent. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Burnside Hardware, conveniently located in the heart of Danville.
Schaefer and Schaefer Attorneys at Law, representing your legal needs since 1909.
Boone Memorial Health, bringing medicine home.
Chester Brown. Skyhawks, Joe Linville.
And a very pleasant, cold, wintry evening from the Black and Gold headquarters at Scott High School. We're topside overlooking Scout Gymnasium, and I'll tell you what, in the offseason they have done a fantastic job of doing some upgrades around here. We must talk about that a little bit. The Scouts have got a new floor. It's a lighter colored floor with the big Skyhawk S in the middle in black and gold. Stands out very, very well. And they got Skyhawks on each end of the floor in gold with a black background. New scoreboards have been installed as well, and we'd like to thank some businesses that had a hand in on that. Charleston Dental Associates, Caldwell Insurance, and Palmar Stores all had a hand in on the new scoreboards. I'll tell you what, they've put a little white paint on the walls, new LED lighting, and this place just has really jumped up. Now if we can get some new bleachers installed for the fans to set in, this place would be a first-class high school facility. Anyway, we got the season opener tonight. It's your Scott Skyhawks taking on the Winfield Generals. Should be a good matchup between these two schools, and the Generals will be starting pretty much a heavy-laden upper-class team. Scott kind of got a little mix-up there. They got some juniors and seniors as well as a sophomore starting tonight. But Coach Sean Ballard, he's been excited during the off-season. They had a big month back in June and July through the summer, played some tournaments here and there, but then also have gotten ready in the weight room and beefed up these guys a little bit, so they are ready, and he's been excited. He's been telling me that he is kind of excited, not kind of, but he is excited about this season. They got some big guys, some taller guys on the team this year that they can play two bigs on the floor at one time, something they haven't been able to do in some time. We're going to go ahead and step aside as the Winfield Generals have just made their way back to the floor of Winfield. Looks like they're going to be wearing all black tonight with green letters on their uniforms, as well as a pinstripe on the shorts. And the Scouts, I believe, will be wearing all white tonight, trimmed out in black and gold. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more of our pregame show after this. You're listening to Scott Scouts Basketball on WZAC, the Scout Sports Network, and Video Productions.
Brothers Pharmacy, we are dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. Our staff has over 90 years of experience, so you can count on fast, personal attention. Our pharmacy is proud to offer delivery service for your convenience with free delivery for patients within Madison and Danville city limits. Contact a member of our team about delivery today.
Hey, Jake from State Farm.
We have to know.
Yeah, these are State Farm pajamas.
No, what if we have to talk to somebody about our policy, but it's late at night?
Call us 24/7.
Great, because what if someone still calls his mom for everything?
We'll walk you through everything. At State Farm, we're there for your what-ifs.
Oh, yeah, Mom, everything's great. Yeah. I mean, not my mom.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
The Southern Pineapple in downtown Madison is your choice for women's clothing and accessories. They have styles that fit all ages, along with local handmade jewelry. From elegant to everyday wear, the Southern Pineapple is your place to shop. Find us on Facebook, subscribe to our page, so you can see all the latest products and inventory. Come and shop at our unique boutique and be sweet.
Come see us at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Danville, where Jeep Adventure Days are in full swing. We've got great deals on all of our new Jeeps, and we've got over 100 in stock. Like a brand new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with third row seating for only $38,650. Plus, Wranglers, they're all on sale, up to $13,000 below MSRP. So come see us for Jeep Adventure Days at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just minutes from Charleston down Corridor G to get the best prices you'll ever see.
CAC, Danville, Madison, West Virginia.
Welcome back to the Skyhawks pregame show. Joined us now as the head coach of the
Miller Brothers Pharmacy, we are dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. Our staff has over 90 years of experience, so you can count on fast, personal attention. Our pharmacy is proud to offer delivery service for your convenience with free delivery for patients within Madison and Danville city limits. Contact a member of our team about delivery today.
Hey, Jake from State Farm.
We have to know.
Yeah, these are State Farm pajamas.
No, what if we have to talk to somebody about our policy, but it's late at night?
Call us 24/7.
Great. Because what if someone still calls his mom for everything?
We'll walk you through everything. At State Farm, we're there for your what-ifs.
Yeah, Mom, everything's great. Yeah. I mean, not my mom.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
The Southern Pineapple in downtown Madison is your choice for women's clothing and accessories. They have styles that fit all ages, along with local handmade jewelry. From elegant
to everyday wear, the Southern Pineapple is your place to shop. Find us on Facebook, subscribe to our page, so you can see all the latest products and inventory. Come and shop at our unique boutique and be sweet.
Come see us at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Danville, where Jeep Adventure Days are in full swing. We've got great deals on all of our new Jeeps, and we've got over 100 in stock. Like a brand new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with third row seating for only $38,650. Plus, Wranglers, they're all on sale, up to $13,000 below MSRP. So come see us for Jeep Adventure Days at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just minutes from Charleston down Corridor G to get the best prices you'll ever see.
Coverage or even driving safer.
My name is Natalie Browning. I was recently a patient at BOONE Memorial Health. I would absolutely recommend BOONE Memorial Health to anyone that needed any type of care. When I came to the hospital and saw people that I graduated with, people that we had went to church with, people that I had known forever taking care of me, gave me a sense of security like no other, that they had my best interest in mind and they were there to take care of me because they knew me personally. That's care that you cannot get at any other place. And that is truly what bringing medicine home means.
Come see us at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Danville, where Jeep Adventure Days are in full swing. We've got great deals on all of our new Jeeps, and we've got over 100 in stock. Like a brand new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with third row seating for only $38,650. Plus, Wranglers, they're all on sale, up to $13,000 below MSRP. So come see us for Jeep Adventure Days at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just minutes from Charleston down Corridor G to get the best prices you'll ever see.
My name is Natalie Browning. I was recently a patient at BOONE Memorial Health. I would absolutely recommend BOONE Memorial Health to anyone that needed any type of care. When I came to the hospital and saw people that I graduated with, people that we had went to church with, people that I had known forever taking care of me, gave me a sense of security like no other, that they had my best interest in mind and they were there to take care of me because they knew me personally. That's care that you cannot get at any other place. And that is truly what bringing medicine home means.
Come see us at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Danville, where Jeep Adventure Days are in full swing. We've got great deals on all of our new Jeeps, and we've got over 100 in stock. Like a brand new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with third row seating for only $38,650. Plus, Wranglers, they're all on sale, up to $13,000 below MSRP. So come see us for Jeep Adventure.
Tonight, the Skyhawks taking on the Winfield Generals, and you heard our national anthem, and they're going to make a presentation here to a young man who has been involved with Skyhawk basketball for a long, long time, and that would be Mark Shaky Perry. He has no clue, I don't think, about this. Anyway, Paul Carden, a former Skyhawk basketball coach, is on hand tonight to make the presentation, and Paul had a liver transplant about 2 or 3 months ago, and he is with us tonight to help make this presentation. The Perry family have been very involved in Scout sports over the years, and we'll go down and listen to Paul make the presentation. As you may have heard, 45 years. Mark has run the clock for many, many years, and he told me during football season that he was going to retire and give up running the clock. So they had to kind of hoodoo Mark to get him to come tonight. They had to get in touch with his wife, and she actually kind of fibbed to him a little bit, told him there was a member of their alumni class that wanted to visit. So let's go ahead and get into the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. First of all, let's go with the Winfield Generals. Starting number 12, Preston Kiefer. Number 14, Owen Taylor. Number 22 for the Generals will be Reed Fisher. Number 23, Tyler Peros. And number 50, Brody Ilderton. Head coach of the Winfield Generals, Travis Tarr. And now we'll get the starting lineups for the Skyhawks. Number 1, a senior, Cole Elkins. Wearing number 10, another senior, Tyler Walls. Wearing number 4, a junior, Jeremiah Peanut Brown. A sophomore wears number 2, Colin Williamson. And a senior wears number 13, Wyatt Edwards. So now Paul Clarton introducing the starting lineup for Scott too. The crowd here that has assembled. Pretty good crowd tonight for a little cold, chilly, wintry evening here on a Friday evening to get this 2024-25 season underway. So all the starters have been introduced. Of course, the head coach of the Scott Skyhawks, Sean Ballard. So the Skyhawks wearing all white tonight. Gold lettering outlined in black. The wide gold stripe with some black decor in it goes under the arm all the way down to the knee. The Skyhawks in cursive on the chest. For the Winfield Generals, they're wearing all black tonight. Green lettering says Winfield Generals on the front of their shirts, and the numerals, of course, on the front and back. It will be Wyatt Edwards doing the jumping for the Skyhawks, and it looks like Preston Keeper doing the jumping for Winfield. Winfield gets the toss, control the ball. With the ball. I believe they've changed up numbers here on me. Number 23, I'm sorry, they give me different, they're wearing different numbers, and anyway, they take a shot from the far corner, and now it is Scott with the rebound. Takes it under the basket, into the paint, rolls around off the rim, a shot by Wyatt Edwards. With the ball, with the rebound is Winfield. They hit the ball in the far wing, bring it back, and they keep it in the wing over there. Number 5 has the ball, and he comes in, drives it in, and a traveling call against Winfield. He tried to go between 2 Scott players. That did not work out, and they're calling for traveling. Turnover goes to the Skyhawks. No score game. We're about 47 seconds in. Skyhawk inbounds the ball, brings the ball down the floor. Colin Williamson fires it down the walls in the corner. Handoff to Cole Elkins. And he'll put the first points on the board with the layup down the middle of the paint. Winfield has the ball. They bring it over to their side of the floor. They have it outside, top of the key, sends it over to the far side in front of the Scott bench. Now they drive in, takes a shot from the corner. It will go for number 2, whoever that may be. Williamson has the ball for Scott, drives into the paint, kicks it out to Peanut Brown, back out to the top of the key to Cole Elkins. Elkins now sets up the play offensively for Scott, brings it in, hands it off to, once again, Wyatt Edwards, and he'll have the second bucket of the game. Scouts lead it 4-2. Winfield now crosses the paint, brings it down to the near side, fires a long three-pointer off the rim, it will go, and Cole Elkins comes down with the rebound. Scott with the ball down the floor, into the paint. Now they'll kick it back out to Tyler Elkins, and the ball stolen by number 5, and he will go with the layup for Winfield. Williams has the ball. Williamson has the ball. He takes a shot from the near side wing, and the shot will go for 2. Winfield quickly gets the ball down the floor. They move the ball, move it to the near side wing. Put the ball on the floor, drives around, kicks it into the paint, and a bump and a foul. That'll go against Colin Williamson. So that will be the first foul of the ball game. And that will send number 55 to the free throw line. First shot up and good. Skyhawks lead it 6-5. 5:23 to go in the first quarter. Skyhawks making a substitution into the line as a freshman, Jace Watts.
Second shot up for Winfield. It will not go. Rebound still being tossed around. Watts comes down with the rebound. They miss a second one. Scott hangs on to a 1-point lead. From the corner, it is Peanut Brown with a three. Scott jumps up to a 9-5 lead over the Generals. Winfield, AAA out of Putnam County. Skyhawks, AA out of Boone County. Winfield working the ball top of the key. Round behind the back. Now they kick it in over to the far corner. Now they kick it back out, throw it right into the hands of Colin Williamson. Williamson drives into the free throw line, takes the jumper, and it will not go. But the rebound come down was Peanut Brown with the rebound. It was knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Skyhawks. Cole Elkins with the ball to inbound. Peanut Brown with the jumper, kind of tipped, and it will be rebounded by the Generals. Winfield brings the ball down the floor to the near side line. Back and forth in the wing. Bounce it in just outside the paint. A twist and a turn by number 55. It's off the paint. He will have his first basket of the ball game. And full court pressure being applied by Scott. They'll beat it. They'll kick it in too. Tyler Walls, he'll fire off a long three off the back of the iron. Ball still bouncing around. Scott gets the rebound. Now it's Williamson with it. Sends it over to Walls once again. This time Walls' three-pointer will go. Scott jumps up to a 12-7 lead. Winfield with the ball now at the timeline. Crosses in right in the middle and just stands there. Trying to set up a play, just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Skyhawks up 12-7. Winfield drives it around, and a charge is going to be levied against the Generals. That'll be against number 5, and you can see the replay here on Video Productions. He drives it into paint, and the Skyhawk player got set in front of him, and that will be the first foul of the ball game for Winfield. Full court pressure being applied by the General defense. So far, Scott's got it inbounds. Now they'll get it down the floor. Wow, it was ugly, but they made it and got it over there. Peanut Brown with the ball in the far corner. Looks for some help. Dribbles the ball, puts the ball on the floor, hands it off to Tyler Walls. Walls with a long three. He goes once again for 3 points. That's his second three of the ball game. 6 points for Tyler Walls. Skyhawks jump up to a 15-7 lead. Winfield foul working around the top of the key. Now they'll get it over. A long shot taken by number 1. And that will be good for a three-pointer. And the ball is stolen out of the hands of Cole Elkins, but it's knocked out of bounds in the backcourt. Scott will retain control of the ball. 15-10 is the score. 3:04 to go in the first quarter. Skyhawks lead. Elkins will inbound for Scott. Back to Walls. Walls still with the ball. Now they'll kick it back to Elkins. They'll bring it across the timeline. Elkins drives it over to Peanut Brown in the far corner. He'll take a three-point shot. Overshoots it. Rebound to Winfield. And Winfield tries to pass the ball down the floor to number 13. He cannot hang on to it. It goes out of bounds. Turnover goes to the Skyhawks. 2:53 to go in the first quarter. Skyhawks lead it 15-10. Into the backcourt, Skyhawks bring the ball in to Brandon Lane, who was checked into the lineup. A three-point shot taken by Scott's number 30, Jace Watts, in and out. Rebound goes to the Generals. Generals get the ball across the timeline. Now they're working it around in the backcourt. Three-point shot taken by Winfield. It will go for number 2. That's 5 points for number 2. And Scott, quick pass through the hands of Walls, and the turnover goes to the Generals. Scott only leads by 2. Another three-point shot taken by Winfield. Cole Elkins with the rebound. Elkins brings the ball down the floor, hands it over to number 5 for the Skyhawks. That will be Brandon Lane. Now they'll move it around. Lane still has control of the ball. Back to Watts. Watts in the backcourt. He gets it over to Cole Elkins. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Skyhawks up by 2. And he drives it into the paint. It is number 13, Wyatt Edwards, with the second bucket of the game. Skyhawks jump out to a 17-13 lead. Winfield working the ball around the outer perimeter of the three-point line. Now they take it back to midcourt. Try to bring it in. They knock it into the hands. It goes off the rim. And coming up the rebound is Watts for the Skyhawks. Over to Elkins in the backcourt. Back to Watts. Dribbles the ball a couple times to Elkins. Elkins to Watts. Watts brings it over to the left side wing. Hands it off to number 5, Lane. Back to Elkins. Top of the key for Scott. Drives it in. Down the left side of the paint. Off the glass, it will be too much. Rebound goes to the Generals. So we get the ball down the floor. And a three-point shot taken by the far side. It's off the rim. Rebound, Scott. Lane brings it down. And a quick handoff to Tyler Rawls, his first 2 points of the game. Winfield gets a shot off. Rebound, and in the basket will go for a putback of 2. Scott has the ball, drives it into the paint. Now they'll get it over to the near side of the lane. He fires a 3 too much. Rebound Scott, and they're all over number 13 out there, but he fights back and puts it up for his 3rd basket of the game. Skyhawks lead at 19-15. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. And the ball is rolling around. Scott gets it. Tyler Walls is there. He puts it up. Oh, and it will not go. He tried to put a little floater in, and we're at the end of the first quarter. Scott leads Winfield by a score of 19-15 here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
This is Jeremy Cole, under Cole Burma Insurance Agency.
Nathan.
And Sydney here on the Thornhill Motor Mile. Check out this awesome special we have for you at Thornhill Toyota.
Get in the game with a new 2024 Toyota Crown now with $4,100 off TSRP. Your new Toyota is here at Thornhill.
The Southern Pineapple in downtown Madison is your choice for women's clothing and accessories. They have styles that fit all ages, along with local handmade jewelry. From elegant to everyday wear, the Southern Pineapple is your place to shop. Find us on Facebook, subscribe to our page, so you can see all the latest products and inventory. Come and shop at our unique boutique and be sweet.
A score of 19-15 after 1 quarter of play. Leading the scoring for Scott, Tyler Walls has 8 and Wyatt Edwards with 6. Looks like the Skyhawks will get the ball to start the quarter. Into the lineup, Cole Elkins into Peanut Brown, back to Elkins. Back to Brown. Across the way to Colin Williamson. He drives it in. Elkins takes a 3-point shot, overshoots it, and Scott will get the rebound. On the rebound for Scott, Jace Watts. And what a shot taken by Colin Williamson. A long 3, it will go. Scott jumped up to a 25-15 lead. Winfield with the ball, top of the key. And it's stolen by Peanut Brown. He's all alone, and it's off the glass, and an easy 2 points for Peanut. He now has 5 points in the ball game. Winfield, top of the key. They'll bring it back out and reset. They'll go to the left wing, down to the left corner, drives it into the paint, little floater. It will not go too much. And Peanut Brown with the rebound for Scott. Over to Elkins. Down the floor to Colin Williamson. Williamson drives in, kicks it back out. And now they'll take it back out to near midcourt to reset. Elkins with the ball. He'll go right. Sends it over to Peanut Brown. Tries to make a pass, and it was deflected. Winfield comes up with the ball. Winfield. 3-point shot taken from the left wing, and it will go for 3. Skyhawks lead it 24-18, 6:27 to go in the first half. Skyhawks get the ball down the floor. Back. Williamson drives it in off the glass. It will go for two more for Colin Williamson. He now has 7. Winfield with the ball. Left wing, 3-point shot taken. It will go off the glass. Rebounded by Scott. They'll send it down the floor to number 30 off the glass too much. He'll get his own rebound. Sends it back out to Cole Elkins. He'll take a jumper at the free throw line, and he'll pick up 2 more for the Skyhawks. Scott now leads at 28-18, 5:50 to go in the first half. And Winfield wants to take a timeout. And they're going to take a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 5:46 to go in the first half. Scott leads Winfield 28-18 here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Brad Austin, attorney at Wolf Williams in Austin. You know, Joe Wolf's been representing coal miners and disabled folks for over 45 years. Our team of attorneys have over 200 years of combined legal experience. Navigating federal black lung, Social Security, or workers' compensation can be a long and difficult process. Let us help.
Wolf Williams and Austin, attorneys at law. Call 304-461-7744.
It's that time of year again when things start to cool down. But here at Yes Chevy and Yes Ford, the deals are not heating up. I'm Keith Powell, and I want to help you lower your current monthly payment, have a down payment that's just $99, and get a lifetime warranty with fast and easy credit approval. That's right, don't freeze up over huge down payments. You can ride away for just $99 today. Get pre-approved at KeithSaysYes.com. Only at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Stand by for more exciting action from the Skyhawks on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Back after the timeout, Scott leads Winfield 28-18, and the Scott cheerleaders just left the auditorium, got a nice round of applause. They'll be playing or cheering in the state tournament tomorrow. Winfield inbounds the ball, 5:42 to go in the first half. Winfield will take the ball to the left side of the floor. They'll try to get it down in the corner. They'll get it back out. It's stolen by Tyler Walls. He'll go one-on-one. Walls will kick it back out. Shot taken top of the key off the front of the rim by number 13 for the Skyhawks. It will not go. And the ball comes in, rolls around the rim, will not go. And the second shot, the rebound, is put up and will go down for 2 points. Scott with the ball. Edwards with the ball for Scott. Hands it off to Colin Williamson. His long reach on the left-handed layup will not go. Rolls off the rim. And the Generals come down with the ball. They'll send it over to the left side of the floor. They'll send it back out to outside the three-point line, about midway between the three-point line and half. Now they'll drive it into the paint. Off to the side of the rim. Rebound. Then it's off. And finally, number 23 will get the basket. That's his second shot of the game. Second basket, rather. Long three. It's off the rim for the Skyhawks. That would be number 3, Riley McClung, taking the shot for the Skyhawks. Winfield with the rebound. Now have the ball at the left wing. They'll take the shot off the rim. Rebound Generals. Shot too much. Second shot. Finally, the third putback by number 2 gets the basket. Now they'll send it down to the far corner to McClung. McClung sends it back up to Tyler Walls. Walls, a little floater, too much, will not go. Peanut Brown got the hand on the rebound, but Generals have it. And the refs are letting these guys play it out. 3-point shot taken by Winfield from the right corner, too much. And the rebound by the shooter, number 1. With his rebound, the second shot will not go as well. Scott comes down with the ball. Colin Williamson brings it across the timeline in front of us at the main entrance to the gym. He'll drive it into the paint. He'll kick it around, turn, spin, shot, will not go. And he'll get his own rebound. And he'll take another shot. This one's off the glass. So 2 more points for Colin Williamson. He has 7 points here in the second quarter. And we have another timeout on the floor as Scott leads it 30-24. We'll take another 1-minute break here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
People who are from southern West Virginia really understand the culture here, really understand each other, and have a desire to make people healthier and happier. And so when we have an understanding and appreciation for that culture, it allows us to treat our patients like family. It is because of the love these people have. It's amazing.
Come see us at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Danville, where Jeep Adventure Days are in full swing. We've got great deals on all of our new Jeeps, and we've got over 100 in stock. Like a brand new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with third row seating for only $38,650. Plus, Wranglers, they're all on sale, up to $13,000 below MSRP. It's prices you'll ever see.
Follow all the action of the Scott Skyhawks here on WZAC and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Back at Scout Gymnasium as the Generals take their second time out of the half. They will inbound the ball and come to Winfield forward. Scott leads at 30-24 with 3:20 to go in the first half. Winfield brings the ball over to the right wing, now send it back across the floor. Midway between the three-point line and midcourt. They try to set up something. Now they'll drive it into the paint, kicks it over to the right side. He'll drive it back into the paint. It will not go too much on the shot. Ball loose, and it is Scott chasing the ball down, and a whistle on the floor. And this should go against Winfield. Foul on the floor. I believe that was against number 5. It's his second foul. Scott will inbound it across the way. They get it into Jace Watts. They'll send it over to Elkins, back to Watts. Watts outside the three-point line, gets it back into Cole Elkins. Elkins gets it back to Watts. Watts takes a three-point shot. Off the rim, will not go. And they're going to get number 5 for the Skyhawks. That's Braden Lane, for a foul. Stops the clock at 2:45. Skyhawks still with a 6-point lead. Winfield brings the ball down the floor. Across midcourt, they'll come to the right side. Back to midcourt. Back to the right side. They'll send it back and forth. Now they'll get it over the left side of the floor in front of Scott Bench. Back to midcourt, just trying to spread Scott out a little bit. And they'll pass the ball around. They lose it, but they hang on to it. Little razzle-dazzle basketball. They'll take it down to the right side. Three-point shot taken, and it will go by Winfield's number 22. And Scott comes up with one just that quick. I didn't see the number. I was writing down the Winfield shot as they come down there so quick. And another quick shot there. Two-pointer by number 23. 4-2. Skyhawks lead at 33-29. Cole Elkins with the ball outside the three-point line over to Watts. Back around the horn. Walls to Elkins, back to Walls. Walls takes a long three. Off the back of the iron, it will come down, and the ball falls in the hands of the Generals. They'll take it down, far corner, now they'll kick it back outside. They'll spin the wheels. Now they'll send it back out and try to get something reset. Drops his shoulders into the basket for number 23. He's got 8 points in this quarter. And the Generals have pulled within 2 points of the Skyhawks. Over to the near side corner. Now they'll send it back outside. Elkins takes a long three. Off the iron, will not go. And Winfield comes down with the rebound. Winfield, 42 seconds to go in the first half. Number 2 takes a shot. Off the iron, will not go. And he tries an underhand layup. And they're saying the ball was off the Scott player. It's out of bounds under the Winfield basket. Peanut Brown steps back in the lineup. Here's the Video Productions instant replay. Winfield also making some substitutions. Coming up to half, we got an interview with Coach Sean Elkins talking about some of the players on this year's team. And they're calling a foul on Scott on Peanut Brown. Not sure I agree with that one. Here's the instant replay. Because it looked like the player was trying to move the ball, but Brown will be charged with his first personal. Number 23 goes to the free throw line. First shot is up. It is no good off the front of the rim. Second shot is good. Winfield pulls within one. Elkins fires the ball down the floor to Watts. Watts back to Elkins. Underneath is Colin Williamson. He puts it up, and Winfield will come down with the rebound. And they're calling Winfield with the travel in front of their bench across the floor. That will give the ball back into the hands of the Skyhawks. Scott leads at 33-32. Colin Williamson has the ball, looking for some help, kicks it back out. Peanut Brown with a three off the back of the iron, and Winfield comes up the rebound. They bring it down the floor. Scott's trying to hold on to it, and they'll throw one off, and I don't know how, but number 22 with a left-handed floater will get the basket at the buzzer. And for the first time in the ball game, Winfield jumps out to a 34-33 lead over the Scott Skyhawks. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more after this on the BOONE Memorial Hospital halftime report. The score, Scott 33, Winfield 34.
Miller Brothers Pharmacy, we are dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. Our staff has over 90 years of experience, so you can count on fast, personal attention. Our pharmacy is proud to offer delivery service for your convenience with free delivery for patients within Madison and Danville city limits. Contact a member of our team about delivery today.
Hey, Jake from State Farm.
We have to know.
Yeah, these are State Farm pajamas.
No, what if we have to talk to somebody about our policy, but it's late at night?
Call us 24/7.
Great. Because what if someone still calls his mom for everything?
We'll walk you through everything. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Oh, yeah, Mom, everything's great. Yeah. I mean, not my mom.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
The Southern Pineapple in downtown Madison is your choice for women's clothing and accessories. They have styles that fit all ages, along with local handmade jewelry. From elegant to everyday wear, the Southern Pineapple is your place to shop. Find us on Facebook, subscribe to our page, so you can see all the latest products and inventory. Come and shop at our unique boutique and be sweet.
Come see us at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Danville, where Jeep Adventure Days are in full swing. We've got great deals on all of our new Jeeps, and we've got over 100 in stock. Like a brand new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with third row seating for only $38,650. Plus, Wranglers, they're all on sale, up to $13,000 below MSRP. So come see us for Jeep Adventure Days at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just minutes from Charleston down Corridor G to get the best prices you'll ever see.
Follow all the action of the Scott Skyhawks here on WZAC and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Welcome back to the BOONE Memorial Health halftime report. Joining us now is the head coach of the Scott Skyhawks, Sean Ballard. And Coach, first of all, let's talk a little bit about some of your players on your team. It's a little bit different team that you had a year ago. You've got some couple kids that you didn't have in the past. So let's just kind of go down and talk about your team a little bit.
Yeah, so again, we got a few seniors with a lot of experience. Cole Elkins and Tyler Walls, a couple guys that have been here, played a lot of varsity over the last few years. years, and we're going to look to them to lead our team and get some of these younger guys in the spots where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be there. Also in senior class, we got a transfer in, Wyatt Edwards from Lincoln County, came down. He's a big body. He's still learning a little bit about how we play, and we're asking him to do some things a little different than how he's played in the past. But he's got a really high ceiling, and he's been coming in and working hard, having a good attitude. So I think he's going to be able to really help us down the stretch this year. And then Isaiah Bush as well, another athletic guard, played for us last year. I think he can really help us down the stretch. He's just still nursing some injuries from football, kind of got him a little hobbled, but hopefully get him back pretty soon. Then we got in our junior class, we got Peanut Brown, started a lot of games, the forward position for us last year. Expect big things out of him, and he's even kind of took on some of that leadership role that we need. And he's really been working on his game, coming in hard. As soon as football is over with, he's been hitting the ground ready to run. In the sophomore class, Colin, we think he's one of the better guards in the state in his class. I think he's really going to have a big year, come out, and things a lot of people don't know about him yet, but they're going to find out. So he's got a really high ceiling. He's been busting his tail all off season, and I'm excited to see where he gets this year. A couple other sophomores are going to be playing some varsity minutes for us, are Braden, Riley, and Cam. All three of them are working hard. They've had huge growth from last year to this year, and they're going to be getting some reps on JV, stepping in, playing some roles for us on varsity, and there's we've talked with them. There's going to be nights where we really need them this year. So it's not necessarily just developing for the future with those guys, but they're going to help us win now on any given night. And then the other player, varsity-wise, we expect some big contribution from is the freshman Jace Watts. Jace came in with a great attitude. I mean, he's obviously really athletic for his age. He's about 6'4", 6'5", can get up, but he's really skilled as well. He can shoot it, he can handle it, and not only that, he's come in ready to work. I mean, he's got some good players he's going against every day, and he's come in with a good attitude, eager to learn, and really excited for the growth he's already had, and to see where he gets not only this year but over the next few years.
When you and I were talking at practice the other night, you were talking about you was going to be able to put a couple bigs on the floor at a time. Last year you really didn't have that. So how does that change the structure of your ball club during the basketball game?
Yeah, I mean we've tweaked our offense a little bit. It's still the same principles, still the same shape. We play out of 5-out spacing, but we are playing with 2 bigs on the floor at a time now. So it kind of changes some of the actions we get into and where we get into them on the floor. But the good thing is all of the bigs that we have can shoot the ball, so there's still threats behind the 3-point line and help us keep the floor space. And a big benefit to this, we're hoping, is we're going to be able to rebound the ball a lot better than what we have in the past. So we're looking forward to see how it plays out. Sure we'll have some bumps and bruises and learning curve along the way, but we're excited about what our ceiling can be for sure.
How are we defensively? A lot of folks don't think of basketball as being a defensive game, but you got to play that side of the ball as well.
Oh yeah, I mean that's we try to play pressure man. We get up in the passing lanes, and we try to create some offense out of our defense. So I think our increased size is going to help. In the past we've been pretty good guarding the first possession, but we were bad about giving up offensive rebounds, second chance points. So I think with our size, we should be a little better in that category, and I think we'll be able to contest shots at the rim a little bit better this year than what we have in the past.
Tonight's game between you and Winfield, both teams, it's their season opener, and is there anything you tell your team? I know there's always those first game jitters, and you kind of make those little mistakes that you may normally not make. How do you get that into their head, to try to think about what they're doing?
Yeah, we just talk about taking what the game gives you. Don't try to force too much. A lot of these guys have been working hard since last season ended, so don't try to make all of that hard work show up in the first play, the first time you touch the ball. Let the game come to you. Take what the defense gives you, get into our actions, and execute what they give us.
Of course, you open up tonight with Winfield. Then you kind of go on a road trip there. You got Buffalo, Roane County, then you're playing in a Christmas tournament at Bridgeport. Then you're back home. Is that actually on New Year's Day against Logan?
Okay. It's the Friday after New Year's Day. It's the 3rd. Okay. But yeah, we got a few road games next week. Big week for us playing Buffalo and Roane County, 2 teams in our region. So it's going to have an impact on our region seeding. And then that following week, we're going to take on a really good Bridgeport team in their Christmas tournament. And then that following week, we've got Logan at home on Friday and then Sherman at home that Saturday. So a couple big games back-to-back rivalry games for us.
Let's talk a little bit about that Sherman game. You and the girls are playing like a doubleheader. There's about 5 games there at the Madison Civic Center. Is that just something you got into the last couple of years?
Yeah, we're trying to set up a little shootout. Got some middle school games going on. Madison versus Sherman, boys and girls middle school, and then the boys and girls JV teams are going to play, and boys and girls varsity. So, got a couple of county schools playing against each other in the Civic Center. So they've got a nice floor, nice facility up there. So should be a fun day of basketball.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Hopefully we can catch up with you after tonight's game with the Generals. We'll be back with more of our Boone Memorial Health halftime report after this. You're listening to Black and Gold Basketball on WZAC, the Skyhawks Sports Network, and Video Productions.
Miller Brothers Pharmacy, we are dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. Our staff has over 90 years of experience, so you can count on fast, personal attention. Our pharmacy is proud to offer delivery service for your convenience with free delivery for patients within Madison and Danville city limits. Contact a member of our team about delivery today.
Hey, it's Sydney at Thornhill Toyota, and I've got the deal for you.
Get in the game with the all-new 2024 Toyota Tacoma, one of the best in resale value and hottest on the road. Now with 5.99% APR for 72 months.
Come visit us today on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
Close as the Winfield Generals have jumped out to a 34-33 lead on the last points of the first half. Winfield inbounds the ball to get the second half underway. Number 5 has the ball over in the far corner. A long three-point shot taken off the iron and a rebound by Winfield. It will not go, and the rebound comes down by Peanut Brown. Cole Elkins with the ball for Scott. They get it over on their side of the floor. Scott will keep it down around the top of the key. Tyler Elkins has it. Hands it off to number 13 for the Skyhawks, Edwards. And they're saying Scott traveled, and the turnover will go to Winfield. We apologize for what happened, but the scorekeeper for Winfield gave me the coach gave him the practice jersey number, so I have the correct numbers, but it's just kind of a process to mention the kid's name, and we'll try to do that throughout the second half. Winfield has the ball, back out to the top of the key, inside, in the paint, it's stolen by Cole Elkins. Elkins takes it off all the way down the floor, and the shot is too hard, and Winfield will come down with the rebound. Winfield with the ball at the top of the key. They'll go right wing. They'll hand it off. Now they'll try to work the ball back out. Scott putting the pressure on, man to man. Now they'll get it back inside to the left wing. He'll drive it in on a floater, and that is number 55 with the two-point shot. Winfield jumps up to a three-point lead. Scouts with the ball. Tyler Wall has it. Top of the key, drives it into the paint. Tucks it in, will not go. And it is back out. Scott got lucky on that one. Cole Elkins comes up with it. As Watts just kicked it back out there. Watts with it at the Edwards, rather. And they'll give it to Colin Williamson off the glass too much. Peanut Brown comes down with the rebound. He tries to put it up, and it will not go. Winfield snags the ball off the floor. Generals bringing the ball down the floor across the timeline. They're on the right side of the floor. Now they'll bounce it in, and it comes loose. Peanut Brown comes up with it. Cole Elkins brings the ball down the floor, sends it over to Williamson in the right corner. Takes the shot, will not go. Rebound at Generals.
And Colin Williamson gets steals the ball, but Scott throws it away once again. Winfield brings the ball down the floor. They got it in front of the Winfield bench. Now they'll send it back out. Colin Elkins steals the ball. He brings the ball down the floor for Scott. 3-point shot taken off the rim by Scott's number 13, Wyatt Edwards, and Winfield comes down with another rebound. And apparently we have a Winfield player that has gotten a little sick. He's over at the trash can in the far corner. And so a substitution will be made for the young man. Young man that is sick is number 55, Brody Ilderton. And a couple of Scott players now take the trash can outside. Winfield has the ball. Works it around the three-point line. Now they'll drive it into the paint, and it will not go. Rebound by number 1, and he puts it back up for 2 more. Scott with the ball over to the corner. Walls' three-point shot will not go. Peanut Brown fights for the ball, and it's out of bounds on Winfield. Under the Scott basket. Elkins will inbound for the Skyhawks. Send it back out to Edwards. Edwards on the floor. Sends it over to Cole Elkins. Elkins' shot off the rim. Rebound. Generals. And the shot. The ball is stolen by Colin Williamson. And the foul is on number 5 for the Generals. That will send Colin Williamson to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Winfield leads this game 38-33. Scott led the entire game until just seconds before halftime, and Winfield has managed to hang on to the lead here so far. Williamson's first free throw shot off the back of the iron, no good. They will reset. Skyhawks need to regroup and get back in this ball game. Williamson, second shot is up, and it will bounce around and fall good. Skyhawks now trail by 4. Winfield with the ball down in the far corner. They'll move it. They'll try to drive it. They'll kick it back out to the top of the key. Winfield resets as the player backs out, tries to drive it into the paint. And a foul on Scott's number 12. Must have been on Wyatt Edwards. 13. First foul of the game. At the free throw line is number 22 for. First shot is good. Number 22 is Maiden Oglesby for Winfield. Second shot is good as well. It bounced around and finally fell. Skyhawks with the ball. Williamson in the backcourt. Now they get it over to Walls. Peanut Brown all alone under the basket. Quick 2 for Scott. He now has 3 points here in the third quarter. Skyhawks trail by 4. Winfield with the ball across the timeline. Over to the far corner. Winfield puts the ball on the floor, turns, throws it back out. Now they'll send it back out once again to reset. Out near midcourt. Send it to the left wing. And they get the ball. It will not go, and Scott will get the rebound. But there will be a foul against Scott's Tyler Walls, his first. .408 to go in the third quarter. Winfield leads the game 40-36. Official timeout on the floor to wipe up some perspiration. as Winfield's Martin Oglesby goes to the free throw line. So when we give the final stats at the end of the ball game, we'll try to get the right numbers with the right players for Winfield. First shot up is good. And a couple substitutions coming into the lineup for the Generals. Oglesby now has a second shot. Could extend their lead to 6, and it will not go. Winfield comes down with the rebound. 3-point shot taken, and it will be nothing but net by Oglesby. Winfield jumps out to a 44-36 game. And a whistle. And a pushing off. Here's the instant replay over in the corner. Not sure I agree with that one. It looked like the Winfield player run in, but there must have been more to it. So the foul goes against Scott. Braden Lane over in the corner. Winfield with the ball. They'll bring it to full length of the floor with a 44-36 lead. 3:50 go in the third quarter. And the ball will go a high layup by number 1. And he'll get 2 more points. Scott with the ball. Williamson with the ball. Drives it into the paint. And a foul from behind by number 55. .55 is Brody Ilderton. Colin Williamson goes to the free throw line. Shot up and good. Second shot off the rim, no good. Winfield takes a 3-point shot across the way, too much. And a reach-in foul by number 2. That will be his second. Number 2 is Reed Fisher. Scott will inbound the ball. Tyler Walls, 3-point shot taken from across the way, and it rebounds or goes to Winfield. Winfield with the ball across the timeline. Far corner, 3-point shot taken once again, and it goes nothing but net for number 2. And a reach-in foul once again by Winfield. It will go against number 1. That is Owen Taylor for the Generals. Scott sends the ball down the floor into Colin Williamson. Jumper inside the free throw line will not go. And Winfield comes up with the rebound once again. Coach Sean Ballard making a substitution. They'll send it around the way. Top of the key. And that ball goes for nothing but 3 by number 55. And Winfield. And number 55 stripped the ball from a Scott player. That is Brody Ilderton. Unfortunately, it rolled off his foot, or he was standing out of bounds. And Scott will take a timeout. But the Generals have come alive to a 52-37 lead here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
My name is Natalie Browning. I was recently a patient at BOONE Memorial Health. I would absolutely recommend BOONE Memorial Health to anyone that needed any type of care. When I came to the hospital and saw people that I graduated with, people that we had went to church with, people that I had known forever taking care of me, gave me a sense of security like no other, that they had my best interest in mind, and they were there to take care of me because they knew me personally. That's care that you cannot get at any other place. And that is truly what bringing medicine home means.
Come see us at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Danville, where Jeep Adventure Days are in full swing. We've got great deals on all of our new Jeeps, and we've got over 100 in stock. like a brand new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with third row seating for only $38,650. Plus, Wranglers, they're all on sale, up to $13,000 below MSRP. So come see us for Jeep Adventure Days at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just minutes from Charleston down Corridor G to get the best prices you'll ever see.
WZAC, Danville, Madison, West Virginia.
And the wheels have fallen off the Skyhawk wagon. They are trying to regroup with the timeout. Winfield leads at 52-37. Scott with the ball. Cole Elkins in the right wing. Takes it, flips it in to number 13. He turns and spins over to the far corner. And the shot is taken. It is a three by number 30, Jace Watts. His first points of the ball game. Scott needed that desperately, still trailed by 12. Winfield brings the ball in the full length of the floor. Skyhawk started out with full court pressure. Now they back off to reset. Winfield brings it across the timeline. They'll go to the right wing. Under the basket, wide open, is number 13, and he will make the shot happen with two. Tyler Walls back to Colin Williamson. Tyler Walls back to Williamson. Williamson pulls the trigger on three. Off the front of the iron, it will not go. And Scott briefly had it, but it popped loose. Here comes number 22. And a foul and a travel on the Generals. So the ball will be turned back over to the Skyhawks. Scott trails 14 points with a minute 30 here in the third quarter. Tyler Walls will get a breather as Braden Lane comes back into the lineup for the Skyhawks. Another substitution made by the Generals. Now full court pressure being applied by Winfield. Jace Watts will inbound it for the Skyhawks. Gets it in to Edwards. Edwards across the way to Cole Elkins. Back to Edwards. Into Williamson. Over to the far corner. And a foul committed in the corner by number 23 for Winfield. That is Tyler Peros. And it is Frankfort putting it all over Roane County in the Class AA championship at Laidley Field tonight by a score of 28-0. The Skyhawks should be over there playing tonight, but unfortunately they are not. More about that later. First free throw by Scott's. Braden Lane is no good. Scott trails by 14. Minute 20 to go in the third. Second shot is up, no good, off the back of the iron. Cole Elkins with the rebound. Elkins will bring it out to reset it for Scott. Elkins on the floor in the right wing, sends it back out to Colin Williamson. Williamson, a sophomore, drives it in. And a jumper taken, it's going to come up short. Rebound taken, and it's going to come up short again. And the rebound goes to Winfield this time. 52 seconds to go in the quarter. Winfield takes the ball down in front of their bench, trying to reset. And a turnover, but it's not called. And the ball is off a Skyhawk player. It will stay with the Generals. Generals will get the ball under their own basket. 39 seconds to go in the third. Winfield leads Scott 54-40. Winfield inbounds. Back out to long jumper taken. It is no good. And the ball will be into the hands of the Scott Skyhawks. Number 5 for Scott has the ball. Is Lane. Hands it off to number 13. And it will not go. He tried to get the shot off Edwards. It will not go. Winfield with the ball. And a foul called against Scott. Cole Elkins, here's the instant replay on Video Productions. The ball thrown down the floor. Nope. And I'll let you make your own decision. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Number 23 is set to shoot the foul shot. It is good. 23 for Winfield is Tyler Peros. Second shot up, and it's good as well. Scott has 20 seconds. Cole Elkins over to Watts. Three-pointer taken. It is off the front of the iron. And they're saying number 5 for Scott Lane committed a foul under the basket. Ball goes to the Generals. They are in the bonus. And it will be number 1 taking the free throw is good. He's got 5 points here in the third quarter. Second free throw is up, and it is no good, and a whistle. Apparently a lane violation. Umpire whistle. Scott will get the ball with 11 seconds to go. Elkins sends the ball over to Jace Watts. And looks like 53 or 55 is charged with a foul. Scott's Wyatt Edwards goes to the free throw line for the first time tonight. First shot up, no good. Skyhawks trail by 17 points as we wind down the end of the third quarter of play. Second shot is up and no good. And Scott will get a shot off, no good. Rebound. Winfield and travel. Two Winfield players were fighting over the ball, and they travel, but the time expires. At the end of the third quarter, Winfield leads the Skyhawks by a score of 57-40 here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Since 1909, the attorneys at Schaefer & Schaefer have served countless individuals and businesses throughout West Virginia.
Miller Brothers Pharmacy, we are dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. Our staff has over 90 years of experience, so you can count on fast, personal attention. Our pharmacy is proud to offer delivery service for your convenience with free delivery for patients within Madison and Danville city limits. Contact a member of our team.
On the board, Scott has the ball. They put it up, get the shot off, and number 30 for Scott made the basket, Jace Watts, but they are saying the shot is no good. We'll take a 2-minute timeout or a minute timeout. We'll be back after this on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
At Miller Brothers Pharmacy, we are dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. Our staff has over 90 years of experience, so you can count on fast, personal attention. Our pharmacy is proud to offer delivery service for your convenience with free delivery for patients within Madison and Danville city limits. Contact a member of our team about delivery today.
Hey, it's Sydney at Thornhill Toyota, and I've got the deal for you.
Get in the game with the all-new 2024 Toyota Tacoma, one of the best in resale value and hottest on the road. Now with 5.99% APR for 72 months.
Come visit us today on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
Offer. The Chrysler Capital, see Thornhill for all details.
Stand by for more exciting action from the Scott Skyhawks on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Wow, what a game. First half definitely controlled by the Skyhawks. They led it all the way down to the final seconds in the second quarter, and Winfield went in with a 34-33 lead, and now Scott trails by 17. Scott inbounds the ball. Colin Williamson with the jumper. He was hit on the arm. No whistle, and Winfield will come up with the rebound. I tell you what, these Generals have been getting the gifts from Scott High School here in the second half. They take it down to the corner, back around to the top of the key, and they're trying to slow the ball down, and Colin Williams steals the ball. He goes one-on-one, goes down off the glass, will not go, and Peanut Brown will end up with the rebound. Cole Elkins over on the far side comes around, tries to drive it in, and it is deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Scott. Scott will inbound it under their own basket. Cole Elkins inbounds it, sends it back out to Colin Williamson. Williamson with a long three, and it will go for three, and he'll go to the charity stripe. Colin Williamson, what a shot here on the Video Productions instant replay. And he could make this a 4-point play, a needed 4-point play, and he will do that. 4-point play made by Colin Williamson. 57-44. Generals with the ball across the timeline. Generals are going to slow it down, try to burn some clock. And a travel call against Winfield. Ball goes to Scott. Skyhawks will inbound on the far side of the floor by the scoring table. Elkins will inbound it for the Skyhawks into Tyler Walls in the backcourt. Walls comes up. In across to Cole Elkins. Elkins, three-point line in the right wing. Turns, drives it in. Williamson has it, drives it into the paint. Off the glass, 2 more points by Colin Williamson. That is 6 points here in the fourth quarter. Winfield with the ball. Skyhawks trail 57-46. Winfield with the ball. 3-point shot taken at the top of the key, number 2. 60-46 rather. And another foul by, looks like, 33, or 23 rather. So Williamson will go to the free throw line. As we are in the bonus situation at this point on. Colin Williamson's shot off the rim will not fall. Skyhawks trail by 14. Second shot up, and it will go. Skyhawks trail by 13. Winfield with the ball. Across the timeline, far side of the floor. They'll drive it down, kick it back out. 2-point jumper. It goes in and out, and a rebound. That will go against number 5. Actually, it's going to go against Peanut Brown for Scott. That's his second personal. Winfield will inbound it under their own basket. 6:10 to go in the ball game. Winfield sends it way back out. Long 3-point taken. Off the rim, will not go. And the rebound comes down to Scott's Edwards. Colin Williamson drives it down the floor for 2 more. This kid is on fire here in the final 3 quarters of the ball game. Scott putting on the pressure now defensively as they trail by 11. And Scott steals the ball into the hands of Colin Williamson. He comes down the floor, and it's too much. Peanut Brown with the rebound and a putback, and 2 more points by Scott. And Scott has pulled back within 9 points, and the Generals take a timeout, a full timeout as well. We'll take one as well. Winfield leads at 60-51.
it's Nathan.
And Sydney here on the Thornhill Motor Mile. Check out this awesome special we have for you at Thornhill Toyota.
Get in the game with a new 2024 Toyota Crown now with $4,100 off TSRP. Your new Toyota is here at Thornhill.
The Southern Pineapple in downtown Madison is your choice for women's clothing and accessories. They have styles that fit all ages, along with local handmade jewelry. From elegant to everyday wear, the Southern Pineapple is your place to shop. Find us on Facebook, subscribe to our page, so you can see all the latest products and inventory. Come and shop at our unique boutique and be sweet.
On C92 and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Skyhawks have fought hard here in the fourth quarter, pulled back within 9 points. They trail 60-51. Winfield gets the ball after the timeout. They'll bring the ball the full length of the floor. They'll go one-on-one. Now they'll go across the timeline to the left side wing. And Winfield gets out there. They got a shot from the corner, a three, and it goes by number 22. Scott brings the ball down the floor. Tyler Walls with the jumper. It will not go. Ball still loose on the floor. And Winfield somehow will come up with the loose ball. Winfield has to come the full length of the floor, across the timeline, left side floor. Out at the left wing. And he steps on the out-of-bounds line to the near side in front of the Winfield cheering section. And that turnover will go to Scott. Winfield leads at 63-51. Exactly 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Elkins with the ball in the backcourt. Comes up, sends it over to Colin Williamson. Williamson fires off a long three. It will not go, and the rebound is by the Generals. Winfield across the timeline, far side. Brings it back to midcourt. Now they go turn and go back. Now they come back to the left. Skyhawks putting on a lot of defensive effort here in this ball game. And Winfield's just passed the ball around. 3-point taken by number 22, and it will stick between the glass and the rim, and it will go to the Skyhawks. Actually, they're saying possession error goes to Winfield. They call it a jump ball. Clock stops, 4:23 to go in the game. They send it back out, and it's stolen by Cole Elkins. He'll go one-on-one, and it will go for two. Off the glass. Winfield quickly gets the ball back in. Now they'll come down, still in the backcourt. Crosses the timeline. 4:05 to go in the game. 10-point game. Winfield leads. And they turn, send it back out to number 23, and he will get one off the glass. Scott gets the ball across the timeline. Tyler Wall sends it across to Colin Williamson, and it will be off the rim. Peanut Brown, and they get it. Williamson ends up with the rebound, sends it back out to Tyler Walls. Walls, three-point jumper, and it will not go. And a whistle, and I think Colin Williamson was standing on the out-of-bounds line when he swatted the ball. Winfield will inbound with 3:33 showing on the clock. It is a 65-53 game. Lead goes to the Generals. Across the timeline. Winfield in the backcourt just dribbling around, trying to burn clock. That's all they're doing. 3:12. They'll drive it in, and they'll lose the ball. It will go to the Generals. Deflected out of bounds by Scott. Generals will inbound on their end of the floor. They'll go to the left side. Wide open long shot. It will go for 2 points. Across the floor to Tyler Walls. He'll take a three and it'll go. Timeout on the floor. Winfield leads it 47-56. It will be a 30-second timeout, so we will just keep it here. The Lady Skyhawks are in action tomorrow night here at the Hawks Nest, and we'll be on the air at 6:45 to bring you all the action. And the Lady Hawks will come into the game at 1-1. They lost a heartbreaker in the season opener against Tug Valley, and then came back and won a game this week over Sherman. Winfield 67, Scott 56, an 11-point game with 2:53 to go in the game. As we mentioned earlier, Scott led the entire first half down to the final seconds, and it's been all Winfield here in the second half. Winfield will inbound and have to go the full length of the floor. Waiting on the officials. They're wiping timeout on the floor, wiping up some perspiration over in front of the Scott bench. And that looks like it's cleaned up. Winfield quickly inbounds the ball. They spread it way out, trying to burn some clock. Winfield moves the ball around far corner. They'll take a three-point shot. It will go in and out, will not go. And that should go to Scott. And the officials say it will stay with the Generals. They'll inbound it beside their bench in the far corner. And General's going to do nothing but burn clock. Into the corner. They'll take it, and they're going to get Peanut Brown with a reach-around foul. That'll be his third personal of the ball game. Winfield will inbound. Drive it into the paint, turn, and come back out. They're not going to shoot. Drives it into the paint, wide open. Oh, and a block by Cole Elkins. I'm surprised there was not a foul called on that one. He drove him into the wall. No foul called. Ball goes out of bounds on Scott. Winfield has the ball in the backcourt. Three-point shot taken from the corner. And a whistle. And they're pointing down the floor, and apparently Scott took a timeout. It will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it here. Anyway, the Lady Skyhawks in action tomorrow night against Charleston Catholic. Skyhawks won over Sherman earlier in the week, 63-52. Lost to Tug Valley 72-68 in the season opener. And they'll play Chapmanville Regional the 17th. That'll be next Tuesday night here in the Hawks Nest. It will be, should be Scott's basketball. Here comes an official out with another towel, wiping up some perspiration. 2:05 showing on the game clock here in the fourth quarter.
Winfield has a 67-56 lead. And apparently it will be Winfield basketball. They'll inbound under their own basket. They'll send it back deep, and it's stolen by Peanut Brown. Hand off to Cole Elkins. It's stolen from behind by Winfield. And Winfield gets the ball. They're trapped in the backcourt, and somehow they bounced it off the head of Cole Elkins, and it goes out of bounds. Elkins is laying on the floor, but they slammed it off his head. So the ball will stay with the Generals. Wow. There's been a little bit of everything happening in this game tonight. And the buzzer and Winfield's just spread the ball out, trying to kill clock. 1:40 to go in the ball game. Back to the top of the key, out near midcourt. Foul, that'll stop the clock. Scott's Wyatt Edwards just dropped the shoulder into him as he was coming around the outside of the three-point line. 1:27 to go in the ball game. Skyhawks trail by 11. Winfield inbounds under their own basket. They'll send it back outside. Around the horn it goes. And the ball goes out of bounds, deflected by Scott. Stays with the Generals. 1:20 to go in the game. Both teams still have 2 timeouts remaining. And they're wiping up the floor once again. Winfield will inbound. And a fight for the ball. And it's going to go against Scott. I mean, it was literally knocked around, banged around by about 3 or 4 players. The official standing right over top of it after it goes out of bounds. He signals Scott Skyhawk basketball. 1:14 to go in the game. Elkins inbounds to Brown. Back to Elkins. Elkins across the timeline. Goes on the left side of the floor. Comes over to Tyler Walls. Walls in the backcourt. Walls drives it around top of the key. Fires off a 3. It will not go. And what a rebound by Cole Elkins. Puts the shot back up off the glass. It will not go. Winfield comes up with the basketball with 52 seconds. And a grab foul to stop the clock at 47.8 seconds. The ball will stay with the Generals. Winfield inbounds under their own basket. Little floater up, will not go. Whistle. And a foul charged against Scott's Peanut Brown. That's foul number 4. Waiting on the officials. So the official's holding his hand up 5, so apparently Peanut Brown has fouled out of the game. I show him with 4 unofficially, but apparently he has 5. He is out of the game. Number 22 is at the free throw line for the Generals, and he will make the basket.
And a timeout is taken. Full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well with 45 seconds to go in the game. Winfield leads it 68-56.
People who are from southern West Virginia really understand the culture here, really understand each other, and have a desire to make people healthier and happier. And so when we have an understanding and appreciation for that culture, it allows us to treat our patients like family. It is because of the love these people have. It's amazing.
Come see us at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Danville, where Jeep Adventure Days are in full swing. We've got great deals on all of our new Jeeps, and we've got over 100 in stock. Like a brand new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with third row seating for only $38,650. Plus, Wranglers, they're all on sale, up to $13,000 below MSRP. So come see us for Jeep Adventure Days at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just minutes from Charleston down Corridor G to get the best prices you'll ever see.
Hawk Sports on Z92.
45.2 seconds to go in the ball game. It will be Winfield General basketball. At the free throw line is number 22 for the second shot, and it is good as well. Ball deflected out of bounds up near midcourt. 43.5 seconds. Scott inbounds. Elkins in the backcourt. Brings it across midcourt. Over to Tyler Walls. Elkins fires a three off the back of the iron. Ball tipped around. Scott will come up with the ball. Williamson has it. And a foul. And he will go to the charity stripe. Elkins shaking up a little, or Williamson shaking up a little bit on the play. Out in the backcourt trying to walk it off. Takes a couple steps and then bends over. Now he walks up to the free throw line. And he goes over and talks to Coach Ballard, gets a quick drink of water. Now he goes to the charity stripe. 26.8 seconds, 69-56 Winfield. Williamson's first shot off the back of the rim, no good. Gets ready for the second free throw. It is up and no good as well. Winfield with the rebound. They bring it down the floor, just driving around, pass it around, killing the clock. Skyhawks keep digging and clawing. 10 seconds. And that will be the ball game as time expires. The final score, 69-56. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back to wrap things up here at the Hawks Nest as the Winfield Generals AAA come in and knock off the AA Skyhawks in the season opener, 69-56. You're listening to Skyhawks Sports Network on WZAC, the Skyhawks Sports Network, and Video Productions.
Hey, it's Nathan.
And Sydney here on the Thornhill Motor Mile. Check out this awesome special we have for you at Thornhill Toyota.
Get in the game with a new 2024 Toyota Crown now with $4,100 off TSRP. Your new Toyota is here at Thornhill.
Hey, Jake from State Farm.
We have to know. Yeah, these are State Farm pajamas.
No, what if we have to talk to somebody about our policy, but it's late at night?
Call us 24/7.
Great, because what if someone still calls his mom for everything?
We'll walk you through everything. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Yeah, Mom, everything's great. Yeah. I mean, not my mom.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
At Miller Brothers Pharmacy, we are dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. Our staff has over 90 years of experience, so you can count on fast, personal attention. Our pharmacy is proud to offer delivery service for your convenience with free delivery for patients within Madison and Danville city limits. Contact a member of our team about delivery today.
Hey, it's Sydney at Thornhill Toyota, and I've got the deal for you.
Get in the game with the all-new 2024 Toyota Tacoma, one of the best in resale value and hottest on the road. Now with 5.99% APR for 72 months.
Come visit us today on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
Elizabeth at Thornhill CDJ.
Miller Brothers Pharmacy, we are dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. Our staff has over 90 years of experience, so you can count on fast, personal attention. Our pharmacy is proud to offer delivery service for your convenience with free delivery for patients within Madison and Danville city limits. Contact a member of our team about delivery today.
Hey, Jake from State Farm.
We have to know.
Yeah, these are State Farm pajamas.
No, what if we have to talk to somebody?
It is all over here at the Hawks Nest as Winfield has knocked off the Scott Skyhawks tonight by a score of 69-56. Scott led early. Scott led by 19-15 at the end of the first quarter. Then they trailed by a point, 34-33 at the half. Then in the third quarter, the Generals put it on, outscored Scott 23-7, but then Scott came back and outscored the Generals 16-12 in the final quarter of action. Now, let's see if we can figure out some scoring here. First of all, for Winfield, with 13 points was Reed Fisher. With 2 points in tonight's ball game, it was, I don't see a number 14, or number 5, I'm sorry, is Preston Kiefer. With 10 points was Brody Ilderton. With 13 points was Owen Taylor. Number 23, Tyler Peros, had 13 points on the night. And leading scorer for the Generals was number 22, Maiden Oglesby, with 16 points. Scoring tonight, individual scoring for the Skyhawks, Cole Elkins had 6, Tyler Walls had 14, Peanut Brown was 7, Colin Williamson had 19 points in the ballgame. This is all unofficial. Wyatt Edwards had 6, Jace Watts had 3, and that's pretty much the scoring tonight for the Skyhawks. Don't forget, tomorrow night here at the Hawks Nest, the Lady Hawks will be in action as they host Charleston Catholic Irish. That game is at 7 o'clock. Our broadcast time will be 6:45. Want to thank Video Productions, Cade Burgess and Seth Ward for the camera and engineering tonight on their part. Missy Green, the engineer, studio engineer on our end. That's pretty much going to wrap up our coverage. Final score tonight, Scott loses the season opener by a score of 69-56. Again, we'll see you tomorrow night here at the Hawks Nest. I'm Joe Linville. Good night, everyone.